So, today we're going to talk about an important thing that's near and dear to us, and it's balding. I'm going to share with you my personal story of how I knew I was going bald and how I accepted it, and what the solutions are out there for those of us who are going bald. Now, let's talk about the symptoms of going bald and what are the signs that I saw when I realized that it was time to give up my beautiful hair. See, I was a guy that was known for my hair. In high school, the girls loved my waves, my cornrows, the curls that I had. After college, I had a ponytail with the curls and everything, so a little suavecito. And I remember I didn't go to the barber much, and I finally went to the barber, and they cut my hair, and the barber, not understanding men with thinning hair, cut my critical points. So when I say critical points, they went very heavy on the clipper hair and in the back of my head, when they should have focused on the heavier hair sets and kind of left my thinning areas be. My hair never properly rebounded from that, and my hair started growing in weird ways where there'd be like a McDonald's arch line of thin, short hair, and the rest would just grow out really long. And then in the back of my head, it was pretty much bald. So that was the first sign that I knew that I was going bald. The second sign that I knew was in the shower, I'd be washing my hair with shampoo or conditioner, and I'd use a fine tooth comb, and I'd comb my hair, and I would see chunks of hair in the comb. Or just randomly, I'd be washing my hair, and my hand would end up with a bunch of hairs in my hand. And it's like a horror feel, like you're like, wait, am I dying or something in the shower? And you just see a chunk of hair in your hand. And that was the second sign that I knew that I was losing my hair. The third one that I saw was just gradual thinning. Just more and more thinning, where these areas started connecting closer to the top of the crown of my head. Alright? And then another thing that you look into is obviously your age. Most men start thinning and balding from the age of like 23 on. I remember my hair started thinning, and my brother was still a little kid at the time, and he's like, you need to find a girlfriend or a wife before you lose your hair. And I took that to heart. I remember we were at a Chinese food restaurant. Him and my dad were laughing at me, and I was like, man, he's right. I need to get somebody on my team before I lose all my hair, and they just don't accept me. So that became a challenge. Another thing was looking at my dad or my grandparents on my mom and my dad's side. All of them were bald, a long line of just bald men, and that kind of gave me a signal. I remember growing up, when I'd have my cornrows, I'd tell my dad, I'm never going to lose my hair, because I thought I'd get the same hair as my grandma had, more Indian long hair. And I remember laughing at him, and he's like, son, you'll see one day you're going to look just like your pappy. And I ended up being bald just like him. So, those are the main signs that I saw when I started losing my hair. But you don't have to worry. These are things that happen natural in life, and you can find ways to live with it. Now, there are a few solutions. The most obvious solution would be you grab that trimmer and you keep working with your hairline, but what ends up happening is you have to keep pushing back your hairline, back until you've basically given yourself a 5 head. I remember someone made fun of me. They said I was ahead of my class. That made me depressed, kind of, I'm not gonna lie. But that is the first thing you're going to start to do, is slowly inch back that trimmer on your hairline. And even barbers will do that. A second thing that can be done, which barbers or yourself at home can do, is you can use, a low-cost solution like hair fibers or dyes like Bayesian or Kiss. So with those situations, they're not going to be permanent. With the hair fibers, you have to be careful. You can't rub up against anything, or it can't rain outside, or else the hair fibers are going to leak off. If you scratch it, you're just going to be bald. You're going to give yourself a part naturally through the hair fibers. I remember being on a plane coming back from Shark Tank, and it was a JetBlue plane, and I fell asleep on the side of the window seat, and I woke up in Florida, and there was a black streak of just hair fibers on the side of the plane, and that was pretty itchy spots. Those could last for a day to 2 days, but a real shower and shampoo is going to take that out, and that can get pretty messy. So I advise you use some type of template tool to guide the spray, or you have a barber do that for you. But either way, it's not getting rid of the root problem, is that your hair is thinning and you're losing your hair. Next solutions that you can do is there's micropigmentation, or something like a hair tattoo, and you definitely want to use a professional for that. That's in micropigmentation. So there's barbers and other clinics that do that, and that's basically them putting ink into your head to give you a sense of you having a hairline or a fill-in in the areas. Now, they can do it in your thinning areas, or they can do it across your whole head. Your head is never going to look full, like long, but it is going to fill in the area of head and make you look like you actually have little pieces of hair on your head. I've seen some horrible jobs for that, and you're kind of stuck with it permanently. And I've seen some great jobs, and some jobs they make the hairline look way too sharp, so it looks just like you're a Lego piece. So just make sure you choose the right vendor for that. Another cool thing that came out is, say I have this hair that's growing in this horseshoe formation. You can go to barbers now and get what people slang call a man weave. And basically they're going to glue on like a toupee, like natural hair on your head, and they're going to give it whatever styled haircut that you want. It's probably going to run you, a few $100s to $1,000. Those look pretty cool, because I can go and get dreadlocks if I want, or cornrows, or a Caesar. I could come out looking like, House Party, if I wanted to. But the thing about that is, A, you need to take care of it, and B, after a few months, the glue's going to give in and you're going to have to get a new one. So you're going to be spending hundreds of dollars every month or every few months on your actual hairstyle. If you're a celebrity, or if your life depends on your hair, that's been one of the options that many celebrities have done. As you've noticed, some celebrities have literally gone from looking like they're going bald to having a hairline all of a sudden. So now you know how they're doing that.
Motion detected at front door.
So the next thing that you can probably do is try a treatment for alopecia, and that's going to be like a serum or some type of solution. And so I tried those, and what I'll say is it'll keep the hairs that you currently have, from getting even thinner, because you're kind of boosting it with vitamins and things like that. But if you've already lost your hair follicle and it's like totally out of the hair pore, then the chances that that hair is going to grow back is going to be very slim. There's a last option, is they could actually like plug hairs into your head. Now that's going to be super expensive, and you may not even be a candidate for that, to be honest. I don't know where they grab the hairs from. I don't know if it's from your butt or your chest or whatever. So you'll have to look into that option if you really want to do that. And the last option is be a boss and accept it. You're going to go through the stage of denial where you're pushing back your hairline and trying to find easier solutions to keep your hair. But ultimately, the time is coming for you to accept that you're a boss. Bruce Willis, Samuel L. Jackson, Michael Jordan, bosses. You watch any movie, the evil villain boss is bald. Bald is power. Bald is awesome. Bald is wisdom. Rock it out. You could get a cool head tattoo if you want when you're bald. There's a lot of options with bald if you want to live that lifestyle. So I accepted being bald. What I'll say about being bald is you're going to get more sun exposure. You're going to get more of the environment affecting your head because your head is bald. You're going to be wounding your head more often because you're going to be shaving with a razor or a rotary shaver or trimmer or a foil shaver. So make sure you look at the options of how to maintain a healthy bald head. And that's with pre-shave care, during shave care, and post-shave care. So make sure you get you guys a good shaving cream. If you have a sensitive head, make sure you prep your head by cleaning it, exfoliating it, getting all the dirt and grime, because you don't want to be shaving and pushing that crap, lotions, dirts, grimes back into the pores of your head and end up with ingrown hairs or irritation. You also want to get a nice lotion or aftershave balm to take care of your head. So once you've accepted it, welcome my bald buddies. You can visit thecutbuddy.com if you want to get some solutions for shaving your head and taking care of your head. Just know that we're here for you. It's a hard step, but once you do it, you'll be very glad. And the ladies love it. Take care, guys.